friends, it's Miss Eucardis. I hope you're all doing well. I miss seeing you in lessons and making music together. I made these videos to show you how to play some new music at home. And today's video is about the song Allegro by Shinichi Suzuki. I first want to go over some of the symbols you'll see on the page. The first symbol you see a lot of is the dot on top of the quarter notes, some of the quarter notes, not all of them. We call this a staccato marking, and staccato means to play a note short and separated. So what you do with the bow for staccato marking is you draw the bow and you stop it before you play the next note. So staccato notes sound like this. That's different than how we usually play, which is long and connected. So staccato sounds like this. The next symbol you see is bow lift. The bow lift looks like an apostrophe. You'll notice it at the end of the first three lines. That means we retake the bow and return it to its starting position. So this is what a bow lift looks like. Pick up the bow, go back to the frog. I'll do it again. The final symbol you'll notice is a half note. We haven't gotten to half note in lessons yet, but you do see it in this song. At the end of each line, there is a half note. Half notes get 2 taps, 2 beats. So a half note would sound like this. So those are some of our symbols on the page. You'll notice this song is 16 measures and 4 lines. The important thing to do when you're learning a new piece is to look for any patterns. What I notice is the first line, the second line, and the fourth line are all identical. So once you know how to play the first line of this piece, you know how to play 12 out of the 16 measures. That's pretty good. The third line is different, but it's not too difficult, and I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So if you know how to play the first line and the third line of this piece, you should be able to play the whole piece eventually. But it will take some time to get comfortable playing all 4 lines in a row. The first thing you want to do is look at the rhythm. I'm going to use ta and tt and ta-a for our half notes that you see at the end of the line. So the rhythm of the first line should sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. Ti-ti, ti-ti, ta, ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ti-ti, ti-ti, ta. Once you're comfortable with the rhythm, then you can read the notes. This is something you want to do at your own pace. Now, some of the notes are labeled, and if you need to, you can label more notes in the line, but I would try not to label everything, just so you can see if you can read them without the labels. So I'm going to play the first line of this piece. I'm going to reposition myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing I'm going to do is skip to the third line. Now when you're at home, you're going to want to play the first line and then the second line to be comfortable doing them one right after the other. but that's a step that you can do on your own. I'm going to skip to the third line to show you the new part. This part doesn't have any eighth notes. It doesn't have any notes that go T, 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 T. It just has quarter notes and one half note at the end. So I'm going to play the third line for you. Let me move my stand over to have some room. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what my third line sounds like. You'll notice this song has a combination of A string and D string notes. So that's a skill to practice going back and forth between the two strings with your left hand and your bow. It's a great skill to practice. Now I'm going to play the song straight through so you understand what it will sound like when you've learned all 4 lines together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it, Allegro by Shinichi Suzuki. Happy practicing, and I'll see you next time.